Inspiration
92.3 FM.
This is pay-per-view.
Yes, we're back here now to review the papers on 92.3 Inspiration FM. Welcome to pay-per-view. Smart Uzechi is my name. You can join me live on Instagram at Captain Smart 007. You can also go to our website www.ifm923.com, or you can go to our Facebook page Inspiration 92.3 FM and join the live feed right there. You can call us on the telephone, or we'll open the phone lines in just a moment. 0707 218 6998. You can also call us on 0802 685 7134. There's also 0705 161 7536. Or send us messages on WhatsApp. You can also record a voice note and send there 0817 313 6193. And that's when we'll start the analysis. You have to hold on when we'll start the analysis. You record the voice note or send us a WhatsApp chat. Keep it short. Your voice note should not exceed 45 seconds. As we welcome the big man, Azo Sumeli, from the other side. And of course, Basil John here with me. Good morning to you, sir. Welcome to pay-per-view today.
Good morning to you, Captain.
Hello.
Can you hear me, Captain?
Oh yes, it's much better now. Much better now. How are you doing today, sir? Yeah.
I'm very well. I say I'm happy to join you on the show this Friday.
All right.
This I hear, and they have enveloped this part of town completely. It's dark and it's morning.
Wow.
It's dark as it was yesterday. Dark Thursday across the world. First, it was Diogo Jota. Unfortunately passed away along with his brother in that car crash in northern Spain. I hear that the funeral is today. His body has already arrived in Portugal. As the world was mourning that sudden and sad death of a 28-year-old Liverpool footballer with his brother, it emerged in Nigeria that 61 years old Peter Rufai has passed away. Sad Thursday yesterday's month.
Very sad.
And a youth coach in Bayern Munich's camp also died yesterday.
Do you know why they call him Dudu Mayana?
No, sir.
You know, in those days when Pastor Hoff was the coach of the Super Eagles,
Yeah.
he used to take them on a training camp in Faro, Portugal. In one of those training camps, during one training session, an open training session, Peter Rufai was stopping everything from left, right, and center. He was catching everything. The fans, the Portuguese fans that were watching, were now begging him not to go home. Don't stop, they said. Don't stop. Eventually, when they allowed him to stop, they said to him, Dodo Mayana, continue tomorrow. That's the Portuguese word for Dodo Mayana. Continue tomorrow. Continue tomorrow. That's how they gave him, that's how he got that nickname, Dodo Mayana. Peter Rufai is part of our history. If you are, especially if you're my age mate, Peter Rufai is completely part of your history. It was everything. Young children want to be like Peter Rufai. His name was a song. You know, I was always shocked to see that he was just 61. You know, I always thought that Peter Rufai was probably a little older because he always been part of our young history as we're growing up. That Nigerian goalkeeper, Peter Rufai, he saved everything. You know, he stopped everything. We always asking, where is he from? Where's Peter Rufai from?
It's from Lagos.
You know?
Isn't he?
He's Nigerian. Nobody knows where he's from. He's Nigerian like that, yes.
He was born in Oshodi.
Life, when I realized that he's Lagosian, he's a Yoruba boy, but he transcended Nigeria in that sense. You know, one of our, but I think Peter Rufai will stay with us for the. He has left his legacy in the sands of times. Nigerians that are not born will hear about Peter Rufai. But so rest in peace, Peter Rufai, Dodo Mayana.
All right, Basil, good morning to you and welcome to the program.
Good morning, Captain Smart.
Yeah.
Let's begin from the Daily Trust newspaper now. Coalition members move to exit old parties. And that is the banner headline that cuts across all the major papers we're reviewing this morning. The Punch says 2027 showdown. Coalition slams Tinubu as Wike ADC trade blows. And the writer says presidency brands ABC leaders serial election losers. Sitting minister attacks Mark, others coalition kicks. That's on the Punch. And the Guardian has it as its big story, illusion of harmony. When politicians unite in power pursuit sons government. That's on page 4 and 5 of the Guardian newspaper. So the war of words has started, Ogazu, as the coalition is beginning to take shape now. In the Labour Party, Abure and Nadi Osman are asking people to agree. We've given you 48 hours. Leave the party. And now Amici is also trading words saying that the APC is using INEC to try to frustrate them, while Wike is also having his own reply saying these people are those holding grudges against the government. So the war of words has started, and we're wondering where it's going to lead us to.
Yes, Basil, I agree with you. The war of words have broken out completely. And initially, I have thought that the coalition wouldn't generate this kind of uproar. I did not think that when the coalition people agreed to now form the coalition, that the government will react in the way they have reacted. I did not think. I thought they would just issue one statement and say dead on arrival and move on and continue to do their things. But day before yesterday, the flurry of reactions overnight made me worry, including influencers, social media influencers, that the presidency and the APC used to react 2 nights ago, made me, are they uneasy? And then yesterday, it reflected in full glow that maybe, to a large extent, the APC and the presidency did not see this coming, and they have been taken by surprise, and they are showing their hand, they are uneasy. Let me start with Nyesom Wike. The FCT minister hurriedly put a press conference together, his usual press conference at his home in Abuja yesterday, and invited the journalists. And you will know from the beginning that this press conference is to address one thing, only one thing. There were other issues. I thought that the issue about his student land acquisition was going to be tough. But at the end of the day, the press conference was essentially designed to address the coalition. And Wike behaved as if he didn't want to talk about the coalition. And then he launched into the coalition. He took David Mark and cleaned him out. He said that one, when Nigerians angry, when he was Senate president for 8 years, he used to fly helicopter to Oturukpo. There was no route to Oturukpo. He finished with that one. He went to Rotimi Amechi, his former boss, and cleaned Rotimi Amechi out as well. And then took on Hadi Sirika. And I was surprised when mentioning Hadi Sirika, because Hadi Sirika has not joined the coalition. Hadi Sirika, the former aviation minister, controversial aviation, Nigeria Air. As in, he finished, talked about Nigerian Air, and then he went to Dili Momodu. For Dili Momodu, he even body shamed him. He said, that journalist, that fat one. The journalist now told him Dili Momodu, he said, hey, that one. And
he called him that boy. He called him a boy, that boy.
He had the audience, he had the state, nobody talks back at him. The journalists too, and these days it's now becoming a thing of shame, really, that very senior journalists will sit down and cannot talk back to a minister. If you attempt to answer his question, before you ask him a question, he's reloading you with answers. It's just a one-man show Nyesom Wike ran yesterday. That was Nyesom Wike part 1. Hadi Sirika replied Wike. He said, former Minister of Education Hadi Sirika has strongly denied claims linking him to Nigeria's emerging opposition coalition. On X, on July 3, the staunch Buhari loyalist responded to a statement made by Wike on Arise TV and reports quoting Bayo Ononuga, which claims Sirika had also defected from the APC. Sirika said he remains firmly rooted in the APC. He helped found that party. He was the one who gave it its name. He wrote, I am a founding member of the APC. I have no plans to leave it. I will always be where President Buhari is. If you must hate him, hate me too. I have no apology. He said he was surprised that both Wike and Ononuga did not fact-check their remarks before they came and said that he had joined the coalition. He has not joined the coalition. So you can see the desperation to want to whitewash, probably they are not even checking the facts. That was Nyesom Wike. And then there were others, Basil, yesterday. And one of the ones I really followed was the presidential spokesman, one of them, Mr. Sunday Dare, Sunday Dare wrote a very lengthy piece yesterday to differentiate between the 2013 merger that President Tinubu and President Buhari led, how different it is from today, from the one that the Atiku and the Peter Obi has entered. And he said that the contract is very clear and that the chief promoter of this coalition is a serial election loser who is clutching at what he clearly sees as his last shot at the presidency. Unlike Tinubu, he enters the coalition alone without the backing of his state governor, his region, or any meaningful political structure. His ambition is personal, not patriotic, so also that of his many co-travelers. That is Sunday Dare. It was a very lengthy piece. I can just paraphrase this for you. And then Bayo Onanuga, another presidential spokesman, yesterday too, also added his own. Bayo Onanuga's own was short because Bayo Onanuga is in St. Lucia. Maybe that's after when he comes back, you ask him. He said 2027 will undoubtedly be Atiku's final and worst outing as a perennial presidential candidate. That's him. Daniel Bwala was on TV yesterday morning. He also wrote again on Twitter. He said the key players in the 2027 elections are the Nigerian people. The coalition is an association of wild goose chasers, consisting of internally displaced politicians, forming a dead on arrival political party, better described as Peter Obi's structures of criminality. Their coming together is called a hostile takeover. It is a forceful act. This is Daniel Bwala. There's another one, and I think this one was Festus Keyamo, the Minister for Aviation and Aerospace Development. He also wrote, usually Festus Keyamo stays away from these partisan controversies, but not this time. He wrote on Twitter, and he also did the same thing that most of the other members of the presidential media team have done, criticized the coalition and thinks that the coalition is essentially designed for Atiku to take power. And he was saying here, if you do not give Peter Obi the presidential ticket, you will lose his supporters, And there's been replies too from the coalition's camp. The spokesman for the coalition, Bolaji Abdullahi, has said that they are uneasy. And Nyesom Wike is clearly showing that he's uneasy, that he should cool down. This is just the beginning. Frank Schweibu, an Atiku spokesman, attacked Festus Keyamo. He says Festus Keyamo is showing that he's panic-stricken, to react the way he has reacted. So yes, Basil, it's the war of words, the back and forth, over this coalition has already started. There are bigger issues, because you see that in the days to come, most of these politicians are leaving their original party by resigning and now joining the ADC. And there's also the talk that because the ADC is a special purpose vehicle that is not a merger, it is a coalition, you can still stay in your own party. That's why you see Peter Obi has now resigned from the Labour Party. Julius Abure has now told him to resign. You have 48 hours. Nenadi Usman, our own faction, he said, no, you don't need to resign. You have permission of the party to go into the coalition, So, yeah, a lot of back and forth in the days to come. I did not think initially that this coalition will, at this immediate time, have this surge of discussions around it. But it's happening. So the end game is what we'll see. Yesterday, I listened to Rotimi Amechi. He was on TV. A member of the coalition has already resigned from the APC, and he said he will run for president. That already means 3 top presidential aspirants. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, former Anambra Governor Peter Obi, former Transport Minister, former Rivers State Governor Rotimi Amechi. 3 already. So the coalition in itself will have its own problem. But these are very early days. And that's what the coalition people are telling you, that don't worry about us. Leave us. When the time comes, we'll cross that bridge. But for now, we are forming the coalition to take power from President Bola Tinubu because it has been a colossal failure for the Nigerian people. Renewed hope has become renewed hopelessness. But let me anchor there.
Yeah. And just before we head to reactions now, yesterday, and this has been captured on the Daily Trust, 2,000 hectares. My children have rights to own land. Wike has now replied, and he's saying his children, they are Nigerians, not Ghanaians. So they have rights to own land in any part of Lagos. And this is not connected to the 2,000 hectares of land that was said to be owned by Wike's son.
Yes, I thought that was one of the most important developing issues in the country when those stories were published by the People's Gazette. twice, and then they published a third one where they said that the other Wike's son, Jordan, also got a huge allocation of Choice Abuja land, and put the value of the land in today's dollar terms, and it's quite a lot of money, in the billions of dollars. Of course, Nyesom Wike's office issued a statement to say this is coming from Adamawa. They know where it's coming from. He pointed accusing fingers at the Atiku camp clearly and said that no such thing, but always insists that his children are not Ghanaians. They are Nigerians. They have right to own land. So the question, I think, is not for me or you, Smarts and Basil. This question is for the security agencies, the EFCC, the police, to now find out indeed, if Wike's children own Abuja lands, 2,000 hectares, and then we find out how they got the land. That's simple. But that will not happen because Nyesom Wike already has the president where he wants him. And Nyesom Wike doesn't get the scolding nobody talks to him. You saw him yesterday at that. He's boisterous, braggadocious, and even when they asked him the question of rivers, he said he would not disclose the terms of the agreement. We all know what the terms are. The terms are stacked in his favor and heavily against a governor elected by the people of Rivers. And he's boastful about it. I will not disclose the terms. The terms favor him. This is the man that sits as the FCT minister today, and he probably has, the courage to award government lands to companies, that are linked to him, whether by his children's name or not, and he's saying nothing can happen. My children has the right to own land. That's what he said. I think his claim about it is not in doubt. Your children can own land, but how do they own the land? Were they awarded 2,000 hectares of Abuja land by a government of which you are minister? That's conflict of interest. That's conflict of interest as the word means, So we'll see how this pans out in it. But this is Nigeria, and Wike is showing us again that in Nigeria, some men are mightier than other men, and he's doing it. Whether it's in Rivers or it's in Abuja, he's doing it. So
after all, he's the landlord.
The also reported the other day that President Tinubu has launched an investigation. That one, I don't believe it, because Wike is carrying on as if nobody can touch him, and that he can do what he likes. Yes.
Let's head to reactions now. Over to you, Captain Smart. Yes, you can call us on the telephone. You can call 0707-218-6998. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, how are you?
Very well, thank you. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
You have a calling from Ikeda this morning.
All right, go ahead, sir.
Yesterday was a terrible, really bad day from the Liverpool guy to Dodo Mayana. May God rest their soul. And let me pay tribute to Dodo Mayana. 1988, Maroc 88, semi-final match versus Algeria. The last penalty was played by Peter Rufat against Berlin. That was the best time I can always remember about Peter Rufat. On the other hand, the worst Peter Rufat I can remember was the France 98. But may God rest his soul. Now, on the coalition, I am surprised, as really surprised that people are reacting this way. In fact, I know they are going to reply this way because it's clear the government is not performing, and they thought they have destroyed the opposition in PDP, opposition in NCP, and Labour Party. With that, they'll be able to go home and die. But as this is happening now, it's clear the only thing that can save him is performance. I wonder what he's going to do between now and 2027. I don't know what he's going to do because politics is already taking over everywhere. So it's a welcome development for me, and I think he's going to get out of the office.
Thank you very much. Hello?
Hello?
You need to turn down the volume on your radio. If you want us to take your call, you should turn the volume on the radio down.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, my name is Stanley. I'm calling from Adamuna.
Yes.
Why APC? Why are they reacting? Talk here and there. All of them are talking. Because the man expects everything will come. And another thing again is our INEC. They are not trying. Our INEC is not trying at all. So, in fact, I thank you for the connection. I thank them. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Hello, good morning. Hello? Hello, can you hear us? Good morning to you. You can call 0705 161 7536 or 0802 685 7134. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Thank you so much for calling. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Hello?
No. Hello?
Yeah, talk to us quickly. You're on the radio now. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Okay, you don't seem to be ready for us. Let's take some responses from the WhatsApp here. And this person says, good morning, IFM crew. I was surprised when I heard late Peter Rufai's death. I saw him once in year 2017 at Ikorodu Garage. R.I.P. Dodo Mayana. Thank you very much. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello.
Yes, good morning to you, sir. Welcome.
Mr. Asmat.
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Morning to you, sir. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Simon.
Okay, Simon, go ahead. You have 45 seconds, yes.
Yes, my prayer is that the coalition will defeat Tinubu in 2027. And I just pray that Atiku will support Obi and maybe El Rufai as vice, so that we will show Tinubu and their supporters that there is consequences for bad performance. Because on merit and on everything, it is clear that Tinubu has not done well. Is it the economy you are talking about? Is it even the way he carries himself, the way he talks, calling politicians IDPs, and why the IDPs are there suffering? So he has performed woefully. I just pray will be defeated in 2027. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, Capital.
Thank you so much for calling. Your name and where you're calling from?
It's Emmanuel. I'm speaking to you from Ekwe.
All right, you have 45 seconds. Go ahead.
To the family of the Peter Rufai. Talking about the coalition, with the name of the gladiators, coming to the the coalition, and I know more are coming. It's most likely that APC will be defeated in 2027. My concern is the bills, that will be made, because I won't want to be carried away, by just defeating APC, rather than fixing the country. That is just my concern. Good morning to you.
Thank you very much. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, gentlemen. Osa calling from Lekki here.
Osa, go ahead for 45.
Yes, it looks like this coalition has ruffled some feathers, because the kind of response is like they're trying to kill an ant with a sledgehammer. I mean, from the beginning it was nothing. Now it looks like everybody's making a mountain rather out of a molehill. Now, for the coalition, I think Festus Keyamo said it best. If they do not field Peter Obi, it is not going to work. That's on one side. As you were saying something about some men mightier than some other men in Nigeria, you meant some men are mightier than the state. Because I don't understand why sons of ministers who don't have work will be having properties worth billions of naira, and these people are being guarded by policemen. It makes no sense. I'm looking forward to this coalition, really. Like I said yesterday, even if they don't give us good governance, at least we'll be entertained. Good morning.
Thank you very much. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah.
Inspiration family.
Thank you so much for calling. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Oba Olusoji Aderemi. I'm calling from Ikorodu.
Oba, I have 45 seconds. Go ahead.
Oba said something that he was not expecting this noise about the coalition. Me, I wanted it. I knew there would be this noise, and the noise is good for us, for our entertainment and the rest of it. That is what the situation calls for. And secondly, I want to put a question to the obedient family. If Obi is not made the candidate, would they still support the ADC? That's my question this morning. Good morning, everybody.
Thank you. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Moses. I'm calling from Oworo.
Welcome, Moses.
Thank you. See, if As Nigeria is today, if they do free and fair election, APC will go nowhere. They know that. They know that's why they are afraid of coalition. That's why they are afraid. Thank you very much for taking my call.
Thank you so much. No matter how Minister Wike insults ADC leaders, the platform has come to stay as a solid opposition to Tinubu and his APC. The coalition will surely have victory in 2027 elections because most Nigerians are tired of President Tinubu and his APC. Comrade Uranta, in a word of a Captain Smart. Good morning, Peter Rufai. His dad is from Lagos, while his mother is from Bayelsa State. So he's from Lagos now. He's from where his father is from. That's what we said. Ogazu, Peter Rufai is from Lagos State. He's from the Idimu family from Nkem. Thank you so much, Nkem.
Good morning, dear crew. Good morning, Mr. Azo. Yes, actually, indeed, it was a very Black Thursday with the demise of all these footballers. But what please take away that Ramsey did not score any goal yesterday. If Ramsey had scored goal, he would have attributed to Ramsey cheating from the location.
I'm sure Ramsey has retired.
Good morning, Ogazu and pay-per-view crew. Very sad that former Super Eagles goalkeeper Peter Rufai has passed on. Peter Rufai is actually a prince of Isolo in Lagos. May he so rest in peace. Ajayi Oloninua, that is your message. Thank you very much.
Good morning, Captain Smart and Ogazo and Bazo. This is Pastor Caleb. I'm very proud of this coalition. You know, I was saying it 3 days ago when Ogazo was saying that you didn't see people have carried out. I said, let them start first. And today, I'm seeing that the presidency that was not said there's no reason for them to gather, not to gather for nothing, IDP, whatever names. They are G3 now. My happy that they have started, and more people will join them. More APC members will join them. More PDP will join them. More other people, other Nigeria will join. It's going to be Nigerians against the APC, hunger against the APC, starvation and insecurity against the APC.
Thank you very much. Good morning, gentlemen. I am only just learning that Peter Rufai was Yoruba. That's how detribalized he carried himself. He's really an indelible part of our history. May his soul rest in peace. Saken, you sent in that message. Good morning, IFM. Adio Diogo Jota. Adio Peter Rufai. Best goalkeeper Nigeria ever had. The football world lost 2 great men yesterday. Azu, I don't think Peter Obi should be president by all means in this country. If Nigerians have suffered this much and here's someone whom they see as incorruptible and most sincere and cannot rally behind him in one voice for reason of ethnicity and religion, it shows clearly that the suffering is not yet unto death and the pepper never enter their eyes very well. Tony Marine Beach, that's much you can take from your long message. Please keep your messages short. Good morning, team. The opposition should be very careful about the coalition project. If care is not taken, they will give easy access to APC to win 2027 polls. They should not allow division. For Wike, he has turned to a fellow with many lives. He should remember the horse he rose to stardom. Okay, you should remember, he wanted to write road there. Amechi and others brought him to limelight. He shouldn't be ungrateful to his benefactors. Tokbe is in Koyi. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, Captain Smart.
Yeah, thank you so much for calling.
Ogazu from the other side. This is Peter from Apapa.
Go ahead for 45.
Okay, straight to the point. Any coalition that does not warrant gathering every other political party apart from APC to step down for only one person, they are just joking. If they do all the other political parties, not only ADC, do not do a meeting and step down for only one person, by 12 noon, Tinubu will win. I will say congrats in advance to him. So they should put their house in order. They should step down. Just this ADC, 3 people already coming out to be president. That's my contribution.
Thank you very much. And on Instagram, this is Odio Emmanuel. Says, Wike is the only politician who is a member of an opposition party, PDP, openly working for and supporting the ruling party, APC, and defending the APC against his own party and the coalition party. Thank you, Odion. And Ladex 31 says it will be the greatest mistake of the coalition to give the ticket to Obi. The North would rather pitch their tents with the president, being that he's a Muslim and also he has done one term. Thank you very much for your message right there. Just Kind Me 04 says, why is the presidency scared of the coalition? Well, every coalition be similar to Tinubu coalition in 2015. Tinubu's regime is panicked because they know he has failed people and the politicians. Thank you very much. Hello, good morning to you.
Very good morning to my family, the CEO.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. My name is Prince Wise, calling from Amorofi.
Yes, go ahead for 45.
This morning, we spoke yesterday. This is a man, when he's speaking, listen to him. When he was a governor for the says they were calling him Mr. Project, Mr. Project. He went to his in Abuja today. Commission project every day. They never talk about that. This is the type of person we need in Nigeria. If he talk, I love this man. What he say, I believe in him. Now, if somebody say, government is doing this, doing nothing. They are not okay what they are doing to Nigeria. And every time the commission is project, he makes statements. Why can't that do the same thing? So for me, those who is coming in today, somebody say I will do 4 years. Are you not so desperate? 4 years. Can you freeze Nigeria within 4 years? The answer is no. Good morning to you, my family in the studio.
Thank you. Hello, good morning to you. Hello.
Captain Smart, good morning.
Thank you so much for calling us.
Guys, good morning. Sam from
Morning
Ikeja.
to you.
Guys, thank you for making me to know the meaning of Dodo Mayana today. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, may his soul rest in peace. Let me tell you, this is just the beginning. The coalition will work. When they get to that bridge, they will cross it for those that are going to be the presidential candidate that will represent us. We are supporting them. The reaction now from the APC camp shows that they are shaking. They are afraid because they are OTP. One-time president, now they could be. Good morning.
Thank you so much. 07, this person says, okay, let's take this next message here. The next message here says, good morning, pay-per-view. Please keep your messages short. Again, Ogazu, if you want to know what the outcome of the coalition will be, you need to see the interview of Dati Baba Ahmed on Arise yesterday night. He did everything but spoke in favor of the coalition he's part of. He highlighted all the challenges the coalition is faced with, from Atiku, Obi, and Amaechi's ambitions to their various baggage, etc. As an APC supporter, I'm sincerely unperturbed about this coalition because I know none of them is ready to make the necessary sacrifices that will give them a chance. Debo from Oworo, that's much you can take from your longish message. Keep it short.
Yes, sir, in the studio. I'm Kolawole from Ikorodu. May God rest the souls of the departed footballers. In Jesus' name. Sir, I believe APC has already seen the hand on the wall. They've not seen anything, no. They have not seen anything. Nigerians, they may not join ADC. Ordinary Nigerians may not join ADC, but they are ready to support them. By the time the likes of Undume, likes of Zulu, because the body language of Zulu is already showing it, and the governors in the north, by the time they join APC, I don't know where they will find themselves. So, where does us?
Good morning, team. If Tinubu penetrates this coalition to destabilize it, it means that he's a despot. He must allow democracy to flourish in Nigeria. Everyone must not be under his umbrella, and he should know that. Peter is in Abidjan. And just before we go back to the papers.
Good morning, compatriot Mr. Zo and Co. Good morning to you. Let the souls of those football legends rest in peace. For the coalition, my stance has always been that it's a good one, so that the APC and the presidency will sit up and do the needful for Nigerians. That's on one hand. On the other hand, it's a failed coalition that is dead on arrival. And as though the APC, I don't think the APC is taken by surprise. As though these days it's as if you are speaking more for the coalition. But that's good. It's your right to do that. But I don't think any reasonable Nigeria will take that coalition serious because they are failed politicians.
Let's go back to the papers.
Surprisingly so, including people in government.
They are successful politicians. The people in government now.
It's just that maybe my line of discussion does not suit your bias.
Exactly. The politicians in power now are the most successful politicians in Nigeria.
Yes. Imagine that.
Yes. These ones are failures. Let's go back to the papers.
Yes, back to the Daily Trust. Remi Tinubu returns to Plateau, donates 1 billion naira to victims of attacks. Ogazo, the First Lady, was in Plateau. She was in Redfield yesterday, donating 1 billion naira. But the notable thing is the fact that she says it's not from the federal government coffers. It's from her initiative.
Yes. The Renewed Hope Initiative.
Yes.
They have to make that clear because he didn't say that. People will be wondering, the First Lady's office is getting funding so much that she's donating a billion. But she made it clear that she also received donations through her Renewed Hope Initiative.
Yeah.
And that's where she gets this money which she has donated for humanity. That she made that disclaimer. So tongues will not wag. And that she will also visit Benue and she will visit Niger and other places where people are suffering in Nigeria today as a result of extreme violence, displacements, bandit attacks. People are going through a lot at this time. So I think I will commend first to Dumebi Kachikwu for donating that money to the people of Plateau who need it. And I will not bother too much about how she got the money. She has explained. She has a foundation, the Renewed Hope Initiative, and that's where the money came from. Those Basil, there's no beating the bush too much on this one, unless you want us to interrogate how the donations came. But she has said it's not government money.
And then the Punch has this report: ECOWAS Bank approves $100 million for Lagos Calabar Highway. And there is this other report: NMA faults federal government's export of doctors, skilled workers to St. Lucia. NMA is saying we don't even have enough. We're working under very sad circumstances, and you want to export our doctors out to the Caribbean.
See, President Tinubu should go and come back from St. Lucia. I don't know what he's doing in that country, honestly. Yesterday I saw a town hall meeting in St. Lucia, populated by his own aides. In St. Lucia, people, they don't reach 10 inside the hall. I don't know if you saw his man ambassador. Including his security detail, the state chief of protocol, Abike Dabiri, Bayo Ronuga. They were the ones in the meeting. And they say it's the meeting of Nigerians in the diaspora. The president should come back from that commission. It's okay. I mean, it's becoming embarrassing, really, because I've not seen a world leader that has traveled to another country for 8 days. 8 whole days. And as I said, there's zero strategic relevance of St. Lucia to Nigeria. Zero strategic relevance. If they pay the state visit, do a state visit for 2 days and come back. Now there's no outing, so they are formulating outing. Like the one they had yesterday, that town hall meeting of President Tinubu with Nigerians in the diaspora in St. Lucia. And there were no Nigerians in the diaspora there, only the president's team that he traveled with. And they took pictures of this and sent videos. The optics are very bad. Is there another thing that the president went to St. Lucia for? If it's a state visit, please come back already.
From there, instead of him coming back home, he's heading to Brazil.
Go to Brazil already.
Back to the reactions now.
You can call us on the telephone 0707-218-6998. You can also call us on 0802-685-7136. Good morning, Ogazo and Co. Atiku Abubakar has successfully planted David Mark as ADC chairman to enable him secure the presidential ticket, which he will. Amechi, Obi, Nasser, and Co. will be disappointed, and everyone will return to their hold co, that's the APC, to fight him back. We've seen this script before now. TM is in Newcastle. Thank you very much for your message.
That was exactly what Abdullah Ali Buka Dolari, the APC acting chairman, that's what he said. I'm sure that was lifted.
Okay.
Very from Ikorodu. Well, you can see that the ruling party, they are already jittery. That is a fact. You know, all this war of words is a sign that truly they are really jittery. They should relax, they should calm down. Yeah. It's going to be a serious issue come 2027. At least we've gotten a viable opposition on that will put this ruling party on check. But my worry is that these people should focus on governance. They should give us the dividends of democracy. I know as it is now, they are going to leave anything called governance and start focusing on election. Please, I beg them, they should govern us very, very well so that all of us will have peace in this country. God bless you.
Good morning, pay-per-view crew. What a Thursday. A black one at that. Rest in peace, Dodo Mayana. As for Diogo Jota, a thorough investigation should be carried out because life insurance package could make one become a victim intentionally and deliberate, make one become a victim intentional and deliberate circumstance. You know, he just got married, hence everything has become official. Duke is in Birmingham. What life insurance can actually make somebody to kill himself?
Of that accident will be investigated, but from what we know, he was traveling so he can take a ferry back to England. He has just done surgery, he couldn't fly, and he was trying to overtake another vehicle, and an accident happened. Accidents happen. We must realize that. The other day, this other Western footballer had a similar accident. He survived by the grace of God. You know, people have been surprised that he can play football again. What's his name?
Antonio.
Yeah, Antonio. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. The guy at Western
player.
You can see. So accidents happen. Sometimes it's reckless driving. Sometimes it's over speeding. Sometimes it's just a freak accident. It happens. You know why I say this, man? Because I've been there before. It happened to me.
Yeah.
You know, I've had an accident, you know, where I lost concentration while I was driving, and the next thing I woke up inside an ICU. You know, and when I saw the car that I drove, I know that God is alive. You know, people who saw that car, they will not believe that I came out of that vehicle.
It was a write-off. Insurance wrote off that your car.
Yes, now completely. I mean, you know what happened, you know, but I came out of that accident and I was in hospital for just less than a week, you know. So I know what I mean. Accidents happen and the impact can be devastating. It can end life, and that's what happened to Jota. It was an unfortunate accident. If you see the remains of his Lamborghini, you just thank God really that if you have an accident and survive it, you're just lucky. I mean, by the grace of God. So rest in peace. I really sympathize with his family, you know, for what they will go through, and I hope that God grants them the fortune to bear this loss. It's really sad. He died with his brother.
Yeah. Good morning, distinguished gentlemen. It was very heartbreaking to hear the passing of a true Nigerian hero, Peter Rufai, as well as the 28-year-old Diogo Jota, who only got married 2 weeks ago and died alongside his brother. May their memory remain blessed. With the threat of ADC, the president is likely to reconsider his stance on VP Shetima. God bless Nigeria. B is in Lekki. Thank you very much, B. Good morning, Ogazu and co. If some Nigerians are this excited for the gathering of the same people who individually and collectively participated actively in the destruction of Nigeria, in my view, we have lost it. Why can't Nigerians choose any individual who has not had anything to do with governance in the past? It shows how gullible we are. As for me, it's a colossal failure from start to finish. Michael is in Manchester. Michael Blessing will come back from Manchester. Who will choose you? Who will choose you? Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, Captain Smart.
Thank you so much for calling us. Your name and where you're calling from?
Good man, yeah.
Yes.
All right, so you see, coalition is good. But if they don't work on the electoral process, it's a waste of time. Every Nigerian should be looking towards that we want that electoral process to be free and fair. If not all this coalition, gather everybody. Nothing. So please, let's work on that so that every time we vote, we know that our vote will count. That's where we should be focusing on. Because Bola Tinubu has everybody in his pocket. He has got them over. And let me tell you the truth. It takes God, not just this coalition. Let's pray hard. It takes God to get this man off. And you see, death can visit anybody on Jota and Rufai. Let's be prepared. Let's live right so that we can make heaven when we die. That's more important than anything. So when you die, you make heaven. Thank you.
Thank you. Tokwe _ Bukola says, the St. Lucia trip is more than what we are seeing. The more you look, the less you see. It may not even be about St. Lucia. It could even be a strategic campaign towards 2027. And people are now questioning the donation by the First Lady. I am Lawville says, if we are a serious people, we should be interrogating the source of the funds. If she is truly a pastor, she should be concerned about that. We are not ready as a nation, complacent people. Have been a pastor has nothing to do with this, so please, you can keep that one out, really.
She has explained that the funds were donations to her renewed hope initiative by Nigerians, maybe politically exposed people. I don't know, but she has explained it's not government funds, it's funds from her foundation.
So people are even asking, what's her work? That she's donated as much as 10 billion naira so far. Was she working? That she's getting the money. Again, she has explained where the money is coming from. Hello, good morning to you.
Yeah, no, depends. But she explained. If you buy the explanation, fine. If you don't,
yeah. Welcome to the program. Good morning to you.
Okay, my name is Gwaji Poliko Mipaja.
Okay, 45 seconds, sir. Go ahead.
Immediately I saw this gathering of ADC. I said, these are I will call them the vultures that came to suck our blood again. But they will not be there. Either they come, either they fall. That is my submission.
Good morning. Coalition will fail because those politicians, many of them, are not relevant in their domain again. And coming to Lagos local government elections will tell you that nothing like coalition, mark my words. Abiore is in Ikorodu. We know now, everybody knows that local government elections, we know that they don't use our judge.
You don't feel judge with local government now.
You can't judge with that one. Good morning, IFM. Akim from the island. As a Nigerian, was my life better when these old politicians were in power? My answer is yes. Even if the lizards, wall geckos, and rats from a coalition, I will vote for them. Life has never been this difficult for me. Thank you very much. Oladakbo in Sule says, I hope most of the people banking on the coalition to unseat Tinubu have health insurance because malaria and high blood pressure go run rampant after the 2027 elections. As it was in 2023, so also it shall be in 2027. Good morning. If I can remember, when APC was formed, Atiku, Rocha, Sokorocha, Buhari, all of them contested, but when they conducted primary, Buhari won, everyone fell in line and campaigned together and won general election. ADC will do the same. When one candidate wins the primary, we are behind them. That's what this writer says here. Comrade Godfrey from Surulere says, good morning. I'm not just worried about Tinubu's shameful administration, but I'm rather worried about these young Nigerians who call on this station to openly shameful. No, you cannot shame somebody for their support of any party they like. They have a right to do that. So please, let's respect. Let's respect the choices of others.
opportunity to pitch your tent wherever you want.
Absolutely. Good morning, IFM. Please, will this coalition also field governorship and legislative candidates? Ikenna is in Satellite Town. Ogazu, which type of surgery will not allow someone to take a 1-hour flight but take a ferry of 2.5 hours? I hope no be our enemy Chelsea and Man U and Arsenal, they behind this one. Marco T. When you fly, you're at a height of about 30,000 feet.
Yeah. I think if you ask doctors, they will tell you that soon after surgery, people are advised not to take, not take aeroplane trips.
Yeah.
But the reason for it, ask Grok.
Yes, that's much we can take. We're out of time completely.
Well, in the 2023 elections, President Tinubu won 37% of the vote. Atiku won 29% of the votes. Peter Obi won 25% of the votes. The thinking in the coalition is that if you add 29 plus 25, you have 54. That's the right to Aso Rock. That's the thinking in the coalition, not to divide the votes again. I'll see you around, Sir Captain.
All right. Thank you very much.
The pastor is still there.
Yes, he is.
It's 2 a.m.
2 a.m., sir. Even though Pedro Neto might not be playing.
I just said that Romeo Lavia is not playing.
Romeo Lavia wasn't seen in training, and Pedro Neto might not play because it's morning.
No Lavia, no Caicedo, no Neto.
The Chelsea will survive.
There's a script for those of you who are going to keep video.
Put Santos.
For those of you who are going to keep video, there's a scripture that says, "Except the Lord keeps the city, the watchman stayed awake but in vain." I hope that people will not stay awake in vain.
Yesterday, I bought a jug of coffee, so I will use coffee to stay awake.
We'll go around town at 9 o'clock after the news update. Stay with us.
92.3 Inspiration FM.
Your number one family radio.
NIM Health HMO offers you health coverage for corporate, individual/family plan, third-party administration plan for senior citizens and international health plans.
People are not allowing me to use my headphone again.
Best healthcare solution to your doorstep. Our unique features include comprehensive health plans that include basic care, maternal and child care, medical emergencies, surgeries, preventive care, chronic disease, dental and optical services, flexible payment options, self-service mobile